I've got something to show you because let's be real, $2,500, it's a bit ridiculous for a monitor. I can tell you that from experience. But I do think I have found the next best alternative that is under $1,000 Australian dollars. This is the BenQ MA320U Monitor, and it's the best affordable option that I've seen in a while, specifically for the Mac lineup. With a minimalistic design, this display is a 32-inch 4K 16:9 single cable connection, offering you a very Apple-like experience. The design choices in this monitor have been chosen carefully to sort of represent that Mac-like aesthetic. So we have this sleek silver finish with a black bezel, which I do wish was silver, but that's just me being picky, or no bezel at all, let's be real. There's also this rubber pad on the base, which is a nice touch, making it a soft surface for you to place your MacBook on. The panel itself is an anti-glare and anti-reflective panel, which BenQ calls the Nano Matte panel. It is very similar to Apple's Nano Texture display, and it does make for a good experience when you are in brighter environments like I am in my studio with my studio lights. So from a looks perspective, if you are wanting to create that clean and aesthetic Mac desk setup, this is a really great option for you to check out. But what is under the hood? The display on a MacBook is hands down one of the best out there if you are a creator. Granted, I do feel like they could be brighter and have a slightly better refresh rate, but this is a great addition because it does offer a 97% DCI-P3 color gamut, as well as the ability to match your Mac's display. This essentially gives a profile that does represent the colors that the MacBook shows. That's all thanks to a special software called Display Pilot 2, and this essentially gives you an interface that is very Apple-like, sort of like your Mac control center. In here, you can adjust your color modes with M mode matching your Mac's display, like I mentioned before, brightness, resolutions, turning on split screen with desktop partition, and more. One thing that's cool is it can actually sync with your Mac keyboard, and that is using iKeyboard Control, or any other keyboard that you have paired to your Mac. This allows you to adjust the brightness and volume of the screen, all from the laptop's keyboard, again, or Bluetooth keyboard. That's real handy. It means you don't need a controller for the screen, and you can turn this on and off in the settings too. I also like that it has focus sync, which will sync with your Apple device's focus mode, and it will also alter the settings that you choose per focus mode. That also includes display settings, so you know you're in a certain mode. This software is really cool though, because it is a free download that does come with your display, but you do still have the OSD menu if you do want a bit of manual control. It is under the base of the monitor, and that will allow you to do the brightness, volume controls, all those sorts of things too. But I haven't mentioned I/O yet. Connectivity is really important when it comes to a monitor like this, specifically because this is targeted as a MacBook companion. So it does have two HDMI ports, which is great, but it also has two USB-C ports, with one being a 90-watt PD. So for those of you who one cable connect your MacBook to a monitor, you can do that too. And of course, it will charge your MacBook at the same time. And if you need USB-A, there are two USB-A ports, one on the back and one underneath. Favorite part? Adjustable stand is included. You don't have to pay extra for this. This does give you your height adjustments as well as your rotation and your tilt. You can have peace of mind knowing that there is no extra cost when it comes to buying a stand for your monitor. It's all in the one box. Pair it with the BenQ Screenbar Pro and you have yourself the perfect little workstation, providing you with the perfect glow for working conditions both day and night. I am someone that doesn't always want my lights on, but I do need a little bit of light. So what I love about this is it does illuminate the desktop in front of me. I can see my keyboard, I can see my mouse. If I am writing anything down as well, I have the perfect light above me, and that actually helps me focus more. I love this because it is freeing up your desk space even more, because you don't have to have light stands across your table. It all connects into the monitor itself via USB-C, and the angle of it is perfect because it is not reflecting on your screen or shining in your eyes too. That is another important aspect. With 16 levels of brightness and 8 color temperature settings, you can adjust this to how you would like. And fun fact, BenQ were actually the first in the world to develop the first light bar for a monitor, which was the original screen bar. I reckon a few of you are familiar with that product because I do see it in a lot of desk setup videos. I've personally really enjoyed this addition to my monitor. I think it has actually helped me a lot, especially at nighttime. So the screen bar, that's how much it costs. And while I don't think it's a necessity, I do think it is a really nice addition to your desk space and your monitor setup. I actually use it a lot more than I expected, so I feel like users who do buy a light bar like this, you're probably going to feel the same way. So overall, this is a really affordable and another great option for you to have your MacBook that isn't the studio display. Now, whilst I will say it's amazing, there are a few little caveats, such as it being bigger. It is 32 inches versus 27. Of course, it is a matte screen only. There is no glossy option, and there is no webcam built into it, which Some people can forget about that aspect. I actually use my webcam in my studio display quite a bit, so that is something that is a little bit of a letdown for me. I really enjoyed using it and I really have enjoyed the extra screen real estate, so consider me impressed. More information about this monitor is linked down below in the description, so check that out after you hit the subscribe button, because I look forward to talking more tech with you in the next video.